Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, I just wanted to make a little statement. I did the bug video earlier, and I did let the bug outside. I did carry him outside in the pan. I don't know if I posted that. Let me get in frame here. Yeah, I let the bug go outside. I needed the pan back because I had to make some more fudge, and I just got that done. It's in the fridge chilling. So, oh goodness, yeah, I felt responsible for that bug's getting. Normally, I would just, pick them up, throw them in the toilet, but I was like, man, I feel bad for that bug eating that crap, man. So I'm taking it as a lesson in compassion. That's what I addressed that. I took it as a lesson in compassion. And yesterday I was projecting onto some things I saw on TikTok that I didn't like. And I didn't say anything out of the ordinary, but I did say some hateful things to maybe a person that could have been construed as hateful. They weren't that hateful, but they could have been construed as okay, and it was against a religion. Y'all know I'm not religious, right? But I can't judge people based on religion. I just cannot do that. But and I went back in and I prayed about it. And I asked God to please forgive me, because I wasn't showing any compassion. Because they were speaking a foreign language. I have no idea what they were talking about. They might have been even talking about how to come to God. And that's, I started thinking about that. I was like, just because we don't understand somebody's language, don't mean they're talking bad. Maybe they're talking something good. Maybe they're talking about God or wanting to know how to come to God. And here I am, like bad mouthing because I didn't understand what they were saying or the way they were dressed. I stereotyped. And I feel bad about that. So, and that's like this morning, the lesson in compassion. Have compassion. I wasn't thinking. I just saw and reacted. And we do that many times, all day. And I don't work. I'm at home all day. So I could imagine being out there in the real world and you guys going through all this crap, how you have to face. And then when you come to God, it's even worse because the demons, they get agitated at you, right? You don't have to do anything. You just look at them. They just do not like your light. And proof of that, I was driving through Memphis about midnight one night at work, and I was hauling explosive materials, right? And this dude just rolls up next to me with his window down, starts popping caps at my ass. I was like, damn, his radio just blew up. And I was like, oh, shit. That's muzzle flash, man. So I got to the place where I was going. I called my dispatcher and said, hey, man. It's like, dude was just shooting at my ass. I didn't do nothing to him. I was driving the speed limit and everything. The road was wide open. It was just me and him on the fucking road. But, yeah, he was shooting at me, man. And so I got to the place where I was going and I checked the truck out and I couldn't find any bullet holes. Who knows? One of them probably flew back into his car or something. But yeah, he was just pulled up beside me and pow pow wow wow. I was like, then he went over here and got off some exit. I was like, what's up? It's like, damn, his radio blew up. I was like, oh no, that's muzzle flash. It's like, damn, he missed. But yeah, anyway, I want to say, when you come to God or when you wake up to God consciousness and you start seeing things different and you depend on other people that may have the same opinions as you now, or you may have had your conscience opened by another person that thinks like you do. They thought like that, and now you see that they think like that, and you're gonna feel pressured like that. I can't defend this person, otherwise people are gonna chastise me. Just know that God has a saying, no weapon formed against me shall prosper, right? And if you're truly in the God consciousness, nothing they say will affect you anyway. You just got to be like that, y'all. You got to not care. Words, sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I had to learn at an early age about hurting words. I was called all kinds of names by my father and my mother, my siblings. At school, I was chastised because I come from Chicago down to Tennessee. Can you imagine talking like a Chicago child? That's like 5 grades advanced above, because I went to Catholic school, so I was advanced above these 3rd graders when I got here. I was doing like 6th grade stuff to their 3rd grade stuff. I'm like, I was bored as hell, man. But anyway, I'm not bragging. Oh shit, I'm not bragging about anything. I'm just saying that's how I had to deal with words. People poke at me and because I talk funny and my last name, and Burden, there's a bird turd, bird head, bird whatever, bird shit they could come up. Bird shit was even there. see now you know my aversion to birds, because I've had to hear bird shit, bird stuff all my life. That's not why. I just love birds. And I'm an old man out here. Now, I ain't old, but yeah, the birds say, yeah, you're old, motherfucker. But anyway, yeah, that's it, man. Don't let people's opinions affect you, and you just be resilient, man. Just throw them wings over you. Forget about it. God's gonna take care of you. Just gotta have faith. And I'm walking in faith right now. It sucks. There's days it sucks. I'm like, what? I'm like, why? Just crazy crap goes on. I don't talk about it, And then all the supernatural, paranormal stuff that happens, I don't talk about a lot of it. It's just senseless to talk about it because, I don't want to sensationalize anything. It happens. All this stuff happens, and I'm not here to sensationalize, right? It's real. It's the real deal. There's good and evil. There's other realms. There's demons. Yes, demons. Yes, and you gotta love, when you come to God consciousness, you gotta love the demons. You gotta love Satan. Isn't that stupid? You gotta love a motherfucker that hates us. That sucks, man. I don't understand it, but we have to embrace him because he's part of the God's energy. Anything that can exist, that could ever be fathomed in this world, is God energy. So this mat, this floor, that chair, everything's God energy. Show appreciation for it, and that means other people, right? Even though they may be loco in the brain and shit, right? You gotta look past it, man. Be like, hey, yeah, they're the low vibrational motherfuckers, man. They're the muggles. You just gotta take them for what they are, man, and maybe they'll see the light one day, right? All right, that's my message this morning. I haven't given like a God message, and people, ask me about my religion. I'm not religious by any fucking means. I am godly. All right, get that straight. So don't come at me with any of your bullshit religion. I don't want to hear it. All right, love you guys.